Hi everyone, I'm going to show you a couple of techniques in intermediate After Effects, actually intermediate / advanced After Effects using expressions. So I have a very simple animation using a looping effect of a ping pong motion. And as you can see, I just have a little shape layer, and it basically, I literally just have these two keyframes here. And basically all I did was adding this code, loop out ping pong, in the position. So I'm going to actually add another effect here, and then I'll show you how I did that. So if I go back to my scale, if I click the option key, click here, there's another expressions, the wiggle tool, and I'm just gonna add, like, you can change these values if you want like a really extreme, you can add like a higher number, and if you want something mellower, you add a shorter number. So if I do this, you can see that that's going to play like this. So just to show you how this expression actually worked, I'm going to copy this code. Actually, I'm going to start from fresh, so I'm going to disable this expression. I still have my expression of the position and the wiggle, but you could see once the keyframe ends here with my position, it basically is stuck unless I add another keyframe to it. If I move it, then you can see that's going to slowly move here, and which is something that I actually don't want. I hang on 1 second. So, yeah, so if I did this, it slowly is going to move down, which is something that I don't really want. So I'm going to move this closer together, and all I'm going to do, I'm going to click on my option key, control key on a PC, click on the position, and once you see this turning red, you see this code appear here, you delete this code and you paste the loop out. So now, based on these two keyframes that I have, basically this animation is going to loop over and over and over. And this wiggle tool is really fun. So if I copy this wiggle tool, I can add it to a whole bunch of properties and change the value. So I can come here and say option click rotation. So now you could see that my piece also rotates, and I can change again the values here. I could also change it to my opacity, option click, just click opacity. And you can see the value changes, and I can actually change this maybe 5, or if I do 0, it's going to be like, you could see that it's just going to have a, so if I go 0 to 100, it's going to be let's see here. Yeah, that's better. If I do like 40 to 100, it's just gonna cycle between 40% to 100%. And you can change these values however you like, but the ping pong, basically you have only 2 keyframes and the animation keeps going for eternity. So now let's move to another one, which is called motion trail. So this one, I'm gonna delete these, and if I open this up, again, you'll see that I have 2 keyframes for position. I'm actually going to get rid of the scale. And to get rid of an expression, you hold the option on or control key and click on the stopwatch, and it'll get rid of it. So now I only have, let's see if I have something for opacity. So I have the opacity at 75, and I have 2 keyframes for my position. So if I go here, you see it's down here. I can, maybe if I want to move it like here, or however I want. Let's just move it up here. And then if I go back to my next keyframe, I'm just going to move it all the way down here, or maybe put it in the middle somewhere here. So now I have this motion happening, which is okay, you know, it's nothing crazy. But if you want to make sure you add this quote to the position, and then what you need to do is you're going to close this up. And I mean, I could add other properties to this. We like the wiggle, but let's say just keep it simple for now. Okay. So if I add the two items, nothing will happen if I play this by its own. However, if I duplicate this layer like 10 times, you'll see that I get this really cool effect. So this is called motion trail. And you can, if you want things to play faster or slower, all you have to do is to change the position of your keyframes here. So if I, so if I move this closer to each other, it's going to play way faster. But then you would have to, yeah, so that's, you can modify these. And if you wanted to have the same effect that I showed you before, you would need to delete these layers again, and then duplicate these like a few times. Come back here. Now it's gonna just do this thing here. So this is how you add motion trail and ping pong using expressions.